Looking at this fight, I've seen quotes of you and other things saying, it's a really difficult fight for you because of the friendship you have with Brendan and everything like that. Obviously, you were hesitant at first, but do you feel, when push comes to shove, that emotionally that you'll be able to lay some punches on him?
Oh, it won't bother me at all. I mean, it's how I pay my bills. Yeah. I mean, Brendan's a really good friend of mine. Neither one of us are happy that we're fighting each other, but like, he's going to try to come out and put hands on me or fold me up like a pretzel, and I'm going to come out there and try to put hands on him and fold him up like a pretzel. Like, I'm going to try to catch a bonus on him, like I do against everybody. I'm going to try to go out there and put on a damn good show, and stop whatever he's good at and do whatever I'm good at. And however that works out, I don't care as long as I get my hand raised. He's a good friend of mine, so I would hate to knock him out. But if he wants to stand with me, I'm going to put hands on him. I'm going to try to get him to climb the invisible tree. I'm going to try to get him, to punish for that. That's the way it goes.
He's up the street, well, not literally, but up down the street training at Rain. Has your relationship with him changed at all because of this fight? Do you not talk as much anymore?
No, we don't talk. I mean, we talk once a week, But with with us fighting each other, like we're still cool. Yeah. I mean, I was at his. It's just a little bit of distance, But like, I mean, I was at Mitirone yesterday, and he kind of grappled Cyborg.
I heard about that.
And and afterwards, like I was sitting next to him, I was talking to him for a little while. Like, I mean, I care about him. He's a good friend of mine, and his strength and conditioning coach was my strength and conditioning coach, Lauren Lando. So like, we have a lot in common. We're good friends. And it's just like I said, it is what it is, man. That's what the boss says. Boss says, hey, this is the fight we need for you to get. And, okay, cool. I'm going in and try to punch a hole in his face.
Yeah. What did you guys talk about? Talk about his matchup?
Talked about his matchup, talked about his strategy, talked about, talked about family life. Yeah. I mean, our friendship transcends MMA, I mean, so it's like, he talks to me about my family, the kind of, situations I have going on, and same thing for him, his girlfriend or whatever else he's got going on, and traveling, and I mean, we talk everything, sponsorships, fight money, I mean, everything, how each of us are doing financially, how, what we've done to invest outside of that, or like, acting wise, or like, future stuff. I mean, talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, cool. With your fight, still a few weeks away. What's left, I guess? What do you still want to sharpen up, and how are you slowly peaking? And what's left to do? I
mean, I've still got 6 weeks. 6 weeks until fight.
This is where it's really hard, though.
Yeah, this is where it starts to grind. Yeah. But honestly, man, I'm already in good shape, so that's not too much of a concern. And my weight's under control. I mean, I had such a short fight last time. I literally just the next day, as soon as I got home from Sweden, I was right back in the gym grappling, and doing everything else. So I've worked on my grappling, but I always work on my grappling. I haven't done anything different. I wanted to come out here, learn from Coach Eric, learn from Josh. And the fact that if I can get some time with Boucher before I leave, I'd love to. If I can get some, when I go home when I go back down to Florida to finish my training camp, I'm going to work with, Coach Henry. I'm going to work with Cyborg Abreu. I'm going to work with, Joy Santiago and everybody else I normally work with. And I'm going to make a pit stop, probably to go see Coach Neil Melanson out in Vegas. He's got a really good grappler named Patrick that I'm going to grapple with too. So I'll get my time in for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just more of the same, brother. Watch, rinse, repeat.
It's true. You being such good friends with him, do you feel that you know things about him that normally other opponents wouldn't know?
No, not at all.
Or even like you said you're gonna go and grapple with Cyborg, and obviously Cyborg just grappled with Brendan. You think you'll be able to pick something up?
Grappled with Brendan? Yeah. No, I don't think Cyborg. I don't think they grappled enough for Cyborg really to pick up that much. I mean. Okay, I think Cyborg's gonna be able to tell me that Brendan's long-limbed because he kept away with the rape choke during his side control, his half guard.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna tell me strong because he could sprawl out of his leg attempts or sweep attempps. That's about it. I don't think Cyborg's really gonna be able to tell me much. It doesn't really matter. I'm cool with Cyborg. I respect him quite a bit. He's one of the top 4 guys I've ever gotten abused and assaulted by, and I respect him a lot. So like, him and his understudy Ricardo and a couple other guys out of there, like that's damn good competition. I can go down there and I know I'm gonna get tested, I know I'm gonna get folded up, and I'm gonna get caught in a bunch of ugly things, and they can tell me why I did it and how to fix it. And that's what I look for. I look for guys that can thoroughly beat my ass and tell me why it happened so I can work on it.
Ultimately, what do you feel you want to prove in this fight what do you want to show that you haven't shown in other fights, and really prove to people that you're able to do?
I have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
There's not an aspect in your game that you want to show off?
No, I mean, like if it gets to the ground, cool, I'll show off my ground game. Yeah. But if it doesn't, I couldn't care less. I mean, nobody thinks I have a ground game, so I'm cool with that. You know, and I catch people by surprise all the time. You know, like. You know, I get submitted. You know, I get submitted a handful of times. I do some submitting. You know, I scramble. I stay on. You know, I play bottom, play top. I mean, shit, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I mean, I think everybody knows that when I'm fighting, I'd rather stand up and let them fly. But I mean, if I'm getting my ass beat standing up, I'm gonna definitely try to turn into a wrestler. You know, or you know, if I'm getting out on somebody and they're gonna turn into a wrestler against me, they're not gonna stand up with me because it won't last very long. But I mean, you never know, man. It's just kind of the way it is.